guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. So as you know from the title, today's video is all about this baby. This is the TAMMI into Makeuprevolution Tropical Paradise palette. So if you don't know who is TAMMI Clarke, she is an amazing multi-talented YouTuber. You should definitely follow her. I'll be just linking down all her social handles in the description box, so you can just check them out. And she has came up with this palette in collaboration with Makeuprevolution. So it's called the TAMMI into Makeuprevolution Tropical Paradise palette. So I think it was launched in May 2018, but it just launched in India a little late. So it just took me a long time to just have this palette. But from the very beginning, when I just saw its sneak peek, I just made my mind that I just need this palette. It's such a great palette, you will be able to know. So as soon as I got this palette, I have posted some pics of this palette on my Insta page, and a lot of you have requested me to have some eyeshadow looks with this palette. So I have created 2 eyeshadow looks with this palette, which I will be showing you in this video as well. So stay tuned for that. You will be having a timestamp as well from where my tutorials will start. But at first I just like to talk a little bit about this palette. So you have seen that this is the palette. It looks really nice. So this is the outer box, guys. The palette comes in this outer box, which has got this sunset effect going on, which really give us such tropical vibes. And when you just open the outer box, you can see the actual palette. Let me just open it. This is the original packaging, guys. It comes in a rose gold packaging like this, and when you just open this palette, you are just greeted with this awesome gorgeous shades. Can you see the colors? When I just first saw it, I just made my mind that I just need this palette. When you just open the palette, you can see these are the colors. The colors are really amazing, and it comes with an outer sheet as well, which has got the shade names written over it, and this is the actual palette. So just let's take a moment and just appreciate how beautiful these colors are. So these are the color, guys, and the Tropical Paradise palette comes in total 23 shades in total, and the first row, as you can see, is full of neutral shades, and the second row is full of all colorful shades you need in your life. So the third row, as you can see, are these 3 shades, which actually are the transition shades, and you can just put them in your crease as a transition color. So when I just saw it, I was really happy. And you see how the colors look. These are really amazing, and you can just create so many day looks as well as night looks with this palette. I have created this look with this palette. You will be able to know in this. I will be just showing you the tutorial in this video as well, and these colors really blown me away. So I think it's such a versatile palette, and you can create so many eye looks with it. You can create so many day looks as well as night looks with this palette, and I am really thankful to her that she has created this palette in such a way so that this is aptly suitable for all skin tones. So if you have medium skin tones or fair skin tones or dark to very deep skin tones, I think this eyeshadow palette will work on you as well. So it's one of those eyeshadow palettes which actually makes you feel that you don't need any other eyeshadow palettes in your life, because it has got almost all the colors you need to work on your eyes. It has got this black as well. You can see this black as well, which you can just intensify your outer corners, and the transition shades are equally good. Most of the international brands have the eyeshadow palettes as transitional colors, which actually is not suitable for Indian skin tones, because it looks so light on the skin that you hardly see the transition colors. So I think all these colors are really suitable. This you can just use as a base shade, and these 2 colors you can just highlight your brow bone, as well as you can just put in the inner corners of your eyes to highlight and open up your eyes. And these are really good, guys. I really enjoyed working with this eyeshadow palette, and now you can just see the swatches of these eyeshadows. So the TAMMI into Makeup Revolution Tropical Paradise palette retails for rupees 1950 in India, but if you just get it during the sale time, just wait for the sale. It's newly launched, so it won't be now available at a discounted price, but if you just wait for a little bit of time, you'll be getting it at a much discounted price during the sale time. So if you want to have this palette, it's better to have this during the sale time. You can just buy this product from hawkmakeup.com. I think Hawk Makeup just have all the essential Makeup Revolution palettes in her collection, so I really buy a lot of my Makeup Revolution products from hawkmakeup.com. I think nykaa has also got a few more stocks, but I don't know whether nykaa.com has got this palette available at present. I'm not sure about that. You should check down. I will be linking down the website of Hawk Makeup in my description box, so please do check that out. I have got this product from Hawk Makeup, so I am really happy for that. You are getting 23 shades in total, and you are just getting all these shades, this gorgeous shades, this big huge palettes. It's a huge palette, can you see that? And you are just getting it only for rupees 1950, which I just think is an affordable price if you just compare it with other eyeshadow palettes. Because if you just want to buy a very good quality eyeshadow palettes of the international brands, then you should be paying a lot more money than this. So I think 1950 bucks is an affordable amount for this palette. I really recommend it to you guys, because if you are a beginner or if you are just starting up with makeup, if you just have this palette, you won't need any other palette in your life, because you can just work with so many colors. You can just experiment with so many colors. I have just been testing this for around 1 week, and I have just came up with so many eye looks, guys. You will be able to see it soon. So this is a really great palette. I think you should give it a shot. I really recommend it to you guys. So I am really happy that I got this palette, and I am really thankful to Tammi Clarke as well. She has done a great job in creating this palette, and I really love it, and I think if you just buy it, you will be also loving it. So guys, I have put pictures of this palette on my Insta page, and a lot of you have asked me to just create looks with this palette, and I have created 2 eyeshadow looks with this palette. So now you can see the 2 looks which I have created in this palette. And first of all, let me tell you that if you don't follow my Insta page, please do follow. I also put a lot of interesting stuffs on my Insta page, so I'll be just linking my Insta handles in the description box. You can also see it's popping on the screen as well, so please do check that out. And now you can move to the 2 tutorials that I have created, the 2 eye looks which I have created. So now move on to the tutorial. So the first look is the blue golden halo eyeshadow look, and I am really excited, guys. I am very excited for this palette. You can see, and at first I will take the shade Isle of Spice, and this is the transition shade, and taking in a crease brush, the color is really pigmented. I'm scared of that. I'm just blending this shade all over my crease in small circular motions. You can see you have to work it very slowly because the color is really pigmented. I'm just blending it all over my crease. Now I'm taking the shade Adventure, which is a dark brown shade, and place it in the outer corner of my eyes. I'm also blending it very nicely with the previous shade, and you can see it has created such a depth in my eyes. Now this is a gorgeous matte blue shade, and it's called Waterfall, and it's so pigmented. When I just first swatched it, it's really pigmented. I'm just placing it in the outer and inner corner of my eyes, and I'm just connecting these 2 colors together to create a halo effect. I'm blending it very nicely so that there is no harsh edges. If you want to intensify the blue shade, you can also use your fingers as well, and you can see I'm also using my fingers to intensify the blue in the outer and the inner corner of my eyes. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the shade Medium Tawny, and taking this concealer, I am just placing it at the center of my lid. This will help me to create the halo effect on my eyelids, and I'm just blending it with the help of this flat shader brush. Now this is the star of the show. It's a gorgeous golden yellow shade, and it's called the Golden Sands, and spraying a little bit of fixer on it, I am just spreading it all over my lid on the part where I have put the concealer. If you want, you can also intensify the colors with the help of your fingers as well. Now going back to the blue shade, which is called the Waterfall, I am just blending the edges so that there is no harsh edges. Now I'll be doing my lower lash line, and for the lower lash line, at first I'm taking the shade Isle of Spice and blending it very nicely, followed by the shade Waterfall, which is the blue shade. I'm just blending it very close to my lash line, and now I'm taking this gorgeous golden shade and placing it at the center of my lower lash line. Now taking the shade Pina Colada, I will be just intensifying and highlighting the inner corners of my eyes and also highlighting my brow bone with it. Now I'll be having my falsies and I'll be doing my eyeliner, and we'll be right back. So guys, you can see this is a finished look. It is such a gorgeous blue golden halo eyeshadow look, and I have paired it with a peachy nude lip, which actually looks very nice. It actually complements the eye look, so you can use a pinky nude as well, but I just prefer to use this peachy nude because it looks really nice with this eyeshadow look. So the second look is the green orange eyeshadow look, and to create this look again I am really excited, and I am at first taking the shade Nutmeg, which is a light brown shade, and I am just placing it all over my crease and blending it very nicely. Now I am taking the shade Adventure again, which is a dark brown shade, and I am just intensifying the outer corners of my eyes with it. Now taking a concealer, I am cutting my crease half away. I am doing half cut crease. You can see you have to blend the concealer nicely. Now I am taking the shade Paradise, which is a gorgeous shimmery olive green shade, and I am placing it at the center of my lid, leaving a little gap near the tear duct region. Now I am using this gorgeous shade called Burning Heat. It is a shimmery brick orange shade. I am just placing it near the tear duct region of my eyes. Now taking the shade Rainforest, which is a sap green shade, I am just placing it in the outer corners of my eyes and blending it very nicely so that there is no harsh edges. Now going back to the shade Black, which is a Midnight Stroll, I am creating a smoky effect in the outer corners of my eyes. Now for the lower lash line, I am taking the shade Tropical, which is a gorgeous orange shade, and blending it very nicely. Now I am taking the shade Rainforest again and blending it very close to the lash line. Taking the black shade, I will just place it in the outermost corner of my lower lash line. Now to highlight the inner corners of my eyes and my brow bone, I am taking the shade Queen Lou. and using it to highlight. And you can see it's also a gorgeous green smoky eye look, which I really like, and I have paired it with a pinky nude, a dark pinky nude. It looks really nice. I am really happy how it turned out. So guys, I hope you have seen the two makeup looks, the two eye looks which I have created with this palette, and I really like this one and I'm really happy how it turned out. This is one of my favorite looks at present, and I am really happy how I created this look using this palette. So now coming to the pros and cons of the Tropical Paradise palette. So the cons are really less. I didn't find any such con, but the pros are a lot more. So the pros of this eyeshadow palette is that you are getting 23 eyeshadows for only rupees 1950. So in a single palette you are getting neutral shades. All the first, you can see the upper row is full of neutral shades and the middle row is full of colorful shades. So which is, I think, not very usual, because most of the eyeshadow palettes either come with 12 shadows or 8 shadows or 6 shadows, but it has got so many shadows, guys. And if you just buy a single palette, you just don't need to buy any other palettes. I think that is the most important pros of this product. On the price point as well, I just recommend this palette to you, because I think 1950 is an affordable amount for a palette like this, because it has got so many shades, and I think if you just compare it with other brands, I think 1950 is a really affordable amount for a palette like this. It's a huge palette. Packaging is really good. You can see the rose gold color really blown me away, and the pigmentation of these eyeshadows are awesome, guys. These are so pigmented. When I was just applying those eyeshadows, I was really scared that the colors are so pigmented that if you just touch the eyeshadow a little bit, you'll be getting so many pigments. So the colors are really blendable, guys. You just don't need any extra effort to blend the eyeshadows. So these are all the pros. I really love this palette. I am really glad that I got it. There is only one con which I just like to mention, is that the only con which I just found in this Tropical Paradise palette, I think it's a common con for most of the Makeuprevolution palettes, is that the colors have a lot of fallouts, guys. So the shades have a lot of fallouts. It's common in Makeuprevolution palettes, because I have got so many Makeuprevolution palettes and I have worked with them as well. And the colors really are pigmented, so if you have a little bit of fallouts on your face, so it just creates a little bit of difficulty for you to just remove those colors. So I would suggest that at first complete your eye makeup and then move on to your face makeup. That would be the best thing that you can do. So this is the only con I just like to mention. Other than that, this is a great palette, guys. I really recommend it to you, and it's one of my favorites at present, and I'll be creating more such looks with this palette as well, so stay tuned for that. So guys, I hope you like this video, and if you do, then please give this video a big thumbs up, and please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please do subscribe and help me grow. It means a lot to me. I am just trying my best. We'll see you soon in my next video. Till then, just take care of yourself, be happy, stay healthy. Bye.